There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming to class or taking the class at a different time. You're going to need your blanket. Um, and I want you to take your blanket. So again, normally it's got a long end and a short end. I want you to take the short end, the narrower width, and roll it into a ball, little burrito. I don't know why I always think of it as a burrito. There's probably something better to think about. Um, but go ahead and roll it into a burrito and just set it aside for now. Come into a seat that feels good in your body. Maybe move the flesh out from the sit bones. And maybe if you sit cross legged, change the way you normally sit. I always sit like this. You can see how my knees just drop to the ground. It's very comfortable. If I go here, not so much, right? You can see this knee is got a couple of inches underneath it. And it's like, okay, so why? One, we sit repetitively the same way. Two, this hip and probably inner thigh is tighter. So I want to just play there. And if you are who you are and your knees are up here, please put blocks under your knees so that you aren't straining as we sit. Kabish? Okay, here we go. So again, sit well, maybe close the eyes, draw the circle or draw the shoulders back a little bit so that the chest can rise. The head moves back in space, not lifting the chin. Take a deep breath in and just let it out. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go. And then doing a scan in your own body. What is your own beautiful body telling you this morning, right? What's happening? How do the knees feel? How do the hips feel? Are the ankles feeling strained because you're sitting in a certain way? Do you feel like maybe you're leaning to one side or the other? Is your back feeling good? Just the whole thing. Just run through it from the top of your head to your feet and just get a sense of how you're feeling this morning. And in particular, how is the breath this morning? Can you take a nice deep breath in, or does it feel stuck? Does it feel guarded? Right? So much going on these days. We can shorten the breath because we're stressed. Feel the ribs expand and the lungs expand in all directions. And breathe. Good. One more right here. And exhale it out. If you're comfortable sitting the way you are sitting, stay there. If you need to shake out the legs or change them, go ahead and do that. Take the arms up, both arms up. Exhale to the heart. Interlace, press. And as you press, go ahead and round the spine, tucking through both the head and the tailbone. And then imagine somebody has their hand at your back and they're pushing the back forward as the arms come up. Big, big, deep breath here. Release the arms really slowly and all the way down. Take those arms up. Interlace, maybe interlace the other way. Good. Press it out. Breathe round into the spine. A little seated cat cow here. And then take the arms up. Notice that alternate interlace also feels kind of weird. And exhale, slowly release. Good. Take it up, everybody. Exhale to your heart, interlace, maybe that opposite way. Again, roll the shoulders down, take both arms to the left. And just pause here, just a little seated twist. Come back to center, twist the other way. If this hurts your hands or your wrists, release and come back to center. Totally shake all that out. All right, interlace those hands, and I want you to do just little figure fours. I was doing a different video the other day, taking one, and he did some really interesting hand and wrist stuff, and so we're going to go there. Now, hardest part of this for me is figuring out how to reverse it. So just work on it. Don't worry about it. You can see my figure 8 just got ugly. And just see if you can figure out how to reverse. Good. Shake that out. Take both hands and do the same thing with open hands. So you're doing this figure 8 with the hands. Think about that thumb leading the way. Keep the elbows close to the body. I was all over the place, but keep the elbows close to the body so that you can really get into the wrist. Now, same thing. If you can figure out how to reverse, go ahead and reverse that. Notice if you're sitting in a way that you don't normally sit, maybe that is starting to relax. I can definitely tell that hip on that right side is relaxing. Good. And shake that out. Now, this one may feel weird, but you're going to do it anyway. All you're going to do is fists and open, fists and open. We're going to try to do this for 30 seconds. Okay. I got a little clock there I'm watching. If your arms get tired, take the arms down, shake them out, come back to it. Now, where we're focusing here is the forearms. So from the elbows to the wrist, you might start feeling this. Breathe. We're almost at that 30-second mark. Keep going. Good. Release and shake that out. That was the easy one. You're going to take the arms up overhead. Keep the tone to the belly. We're going to do the same thing. Here we go. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Yep. Keep it going. If your hands don't really squeeze well, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Breathe. I don't know about you, but right about now, I start feeling these forearms. About 15 seconds, 10 seconds to go. Keep it going if you can. Breathe. Almost there. And let that go and shake, shake, shake that out. Good. All right. Take both hands beside you. I'm just going to squeeze in the knees. Take the top of the hands to the floor. You don't need to do anything else. If you have no stretch there, which I would be surprised, you can lean back just a little bit. So my elbows are pretty soft. All I'm doing is resting on the backs of those hands. Maybe you're feeling a pretty good stretch right there. Breathe. And release. Shake that out again. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale your hands down to the heart and then bring the elbows together. Turn the fingers all one way. And center, turn the hands the other way. See, I go down a rabbit hole here. And center, turn them one way, keep the elbows together if you can, and turn them the other way. Good. And then separate the elbows, keep the palms together, go as low as you can. Ooh, yeah. And shake that out. Well done, everybody. Okay, so that was the hands and forearm warm up. Grab your little burrito, put it right in front of you, place both knees over that blanket. Now here's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do it. I don't want you to push down into the blanket. I want you to take those, say, we'll start with the right leg, just lift the heel off the floor. So be mindful not to hyperextend. It has nothing to do with how high up the leg is going. I'm engaging the quad. So if you've got your right leg lifted, hold it there. I want you to take your hand to your thigh, to your quadricep, and feel the muscles, right? So we've got the big main muscle, rectus femoris. Yeah, rectus. Okay, I'll come back to that one. And then you have a lateral, an outer thigh muscle, and an inner thigh muscle. The inner thigh muscle is what we've been kind of focusing on, vastus medialis. Um, so I want you to just hold here and breathe. Try to sit up tall and lower down. So lift again and then turn the toes out to where those toes might point to 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, depending on how your brain works, and feel the inner thigh above the knee. So there's that muscle. And then just bend the knee and release. You can keep your hand right there to the inside of the knee about an inch, and then an inch or two above the knee, you'll start to feel that. Lift and hold. You should feel that engage underneath your hand and lower. Just one more here. Just lift, hold, breathe, and lower. Shake that one out. Let's go to the other side. Lift. I'm mirroring here your left. Hold and just hold. Take your left hand, just check it out. Where's your kneecap? Right? Is it feeling pretty centered? What's firing in that leg? It's probably this main thigh muscle that goes straight up the middle. Breathe, hold, and then lower. Turn the toes out just a little bit. Lift. See if you can find the medial muscle, the medial inner muscle, the thigh muscle, vastus medialis. Breathe, hold, notice, and lower. Good. Shake that out. We're going to do one more. Both legs lift. Please don't push hard on your blanket because that will cause you to hyperextend, and we don't want that. So as you lift both hands to both thighs, just feel. And then lower and just keep kind of lifting, lowering, lifting. You're not getting a ton of contraction here, but you're getting some. Lift, lower. Good. Lift, turn the toes out. See if you can access those that inner thigh muscle. Breathe and drop down, lift. If you have pain at all here, please stop. And 3, hold. And 4, good. Keep feeling those engaged. Feel maybe one side feels a little different than the other. Good. Last one, lift, hold. Flex your feet, breathe, and release. Good. Bend the knees, shake that out, move that blanket out of the way, and come to Dandasana, right? So why does anything have to do with anything? All of these poses, everything we do, they all work together. So legs are active, the feet are flexed, the ball mounds press out. And I want you to imagine you're standing on the floor. And if you're standing on the floor, the toes are lifted off the floor, but the rest of your foot is evenly weighted, okay? Because we're going to do this again when we stand. So just kind of get a sense, where's the big toe? Where's the pinky toe? I've got all my toes lifted. Can I breathe here? The quadriceps have become active. Take the arms up and just hold. Lift nice and tall, everybody. Give me a squeeze and an open of the hands. I know. Keep the legs active. Find your breath. Squeeze and open. Yep, don't let the legs go. Hang on to those legs, everybody. Breathe. Keep those hands going. And breathe. We're almost there. That's it. And then take those arms out to the sides. I just want you to curl your fingers and then curl your wrist, but hold the rest. Lift one leg. Turn the toes out, push down through the other leg. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Take the hands up, just tap. Take them out to the sides again. Curl fingers, curl wrist. Hold that. Lift the other leg, turn the toes out just a little, Squeeze that belly. Whoo. Push down through the other leg. Don't let yourself collapse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release all of that. Whoo. Good. Grab your block. Bend the knees. Take the block between those knees. Walk the feet in so that they are parallel to the knees. Okay. And give that block a good squeeze. Now, while you're squeezing your block, I want you to focus on those feet again. See if you can feel the entire four corners or three corners, depending on 3 points, depending on how you think of it, of the feet. Press down to the ball mound, lift your feet or lift your toes. Goodness, I'm like, ah, good. Just lift your toes, but then notice, can you stay at the ball mound, the pinky mound, and the center of the heel? Squeeze your block, don't forget. Notice if you lean outward or inward. So right now, your knees are lining up with the center, ideally the center of your feet. Your feet are evenly weighted. Breathe. And then let go of the toes and let go of the squeeze. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Come on down to your elbows, but then lift your chest and lift the feet off the floor, still squeezing that block. You're doing a little bit of core work, modified boat pose here. 1, you're here. 2, you're going to tap and lift, but don't lift a whole lot. Keep those knees away from your belly and breathe. That's 4. Squeeze your block. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want you to take your heels almost to the floor. Almost. Squeeze your block, everybody. And breathe. Push off those hands if you can, or off those elbows, and hold some more. Keep those heels close to the floor. Ow! And reach the arms out only if you want. Variation here, a boat pose. Lift through the chest, squeeze your block, feel your belly. Whoo! And let go. Straighten the legs, give that a good shake out. Well done, everyone. All right, so put that aside. Your blocks will be near the front of your mat. We're going to do one more thing seated, and then we're going to come to standing. I want you to take your legs wide, lean back, and just start to do a wide leg windshield wiper. And again, noticing, right? Knee does not have to come all the way to the floor. There should be no pain here. You got it. Just notice internal, external rotation of the hips. So the next time your knees, I'm mirroring again, your knees are over to the left, I want you to pause and walk that right hand all the way behind you to your level of twist. So they can be closer to the knee if that's more appropriate. They can be pretty much behind you, pointing to that left hip if you want. And just feel this stretch. It's just lovely stretch through that whole right side, thigh, belly. And come back to center. Take those knees the other way and just allow your body to almost swim around you. Like, don't make it hard. And then see if you can do no hands until you twist. And come back. Let everything move. Come back. Good. One more, both sides. Getting ideally a little freedom. I don't know about you, but I've totally walked off my mat and back to center, straighten the legs and give it a good shake out. All right, loves, come on to table pose. From table pose, flip your toes under, but then look at your knees and your feet. They should be lined up such that you barely see your feet. In other words, the heels aren't out, the heels aren't in, they're straight behind you best you can. Squeeze the belly in and lift those knees off the floor. Push your body away from the floor, tuck your belly. Look at your heels. Did they roll in? Did they roll out? And then look back between your hands. Keep your knees a couple of inches off the floor. Breathe. I know, hang in there if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. The knees straighten as the last thing, right? Not the first thing. So let's play with that idea. Your feet are hips width apart. Your knees are lining up with the center of your foot. Inhale to tippy toes. Exhale, start to lower the knees. Don't go all the way. And then squeeze in through your belly. Lift the hips and come to down dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, the knees hover. Inhale, like somebody's poking you in the belly. Push up and reach back. One more time. Lower, lower, lower. Hold. Don't lean over your shoulders. Breathe. And then press up through the hips. Find downward facing dog. Hold right here. Walk both feet toward each other so that the big toes or the knees or both are touching. And then press through your knees. Just lift one heel or one leg off the floor. Keep your knees touching. Lower that foot. Press through your knees. Lift the other. And lower if you can. One more time. Push into your knees. Keep your down dog. So, especially if you're getting into your shoulders, if you are, you can bend the other knee a little bit. Lower that foot. Lift the other. Hold. And lower. Walk the feet wide on your mat. Woo! Walk those hands back. I know that was a lot for your wrists. Bend the knees, everyone. Take your hands to your knees. Woo, and come on up and shake those out. So I've been watching lots of different things, as you know how I get. I go down these rabbit holes. And we're going to do a little bit of warm up that is slightly different than if you've ever done this kind of joyous breath thing, right? This is a little bit different. First thing I want you to do is just kind of get like bouncy. Careful with that word, bouncy in the knees, no pain, right? I'm just like you're jittery or something and you just can't stand still. So you're bouncing in the knees, but it's really soft. And if you look at your knees, where are they pointing? Can you keep them pointing over the middle of your foot? I look at between the second and third toe. If your knees really tend to point in, maybe you reach more for that fourth toe, but think of the second to third toe right there in the middle and release. So then we're going to add a little bit more bend. We're going to take the arms up, point the hands back and up. So hands point back and back. And the bounce can be fast, it can be slow, but what it is not is hard or locked out. The knees are staying soft the whole time. And breathe. And it can be a soft bend or a big one. Almost there. Getting these torsos, these bodies, this breath going this morning. Good. 5 more seconds. Come on. Like I said, you can bend more, less with the arms, more with the knees. And release and shake that out. All right. Feet are just a little more than hips width apart. We're going to move into a slow squat. So where your feet are is partly going to be up to you. If it feels better with them narrower or wider or little toes out, all that is okay. I want you to trust yourself. So first thing we're going to do is go slow. We're going to bend the knees and sit our behinds back. Think about being at a wall, okay? So we're not leaning the chest forward, we're keeping the chest up. And then look at your knees. Are they doing this, right? Can they do more? Not even this, but three corners or 3 points on the feet, pinkies, big toes, and heel. In fact, let's do one thing before we do this. Stand in mountain pose. Look at your feet with love. Look at your feet with love. And then lean into your big toes, big toe mound. Lean into your pinky toe mound and lean back into the heel a little bit. And then connect those 3 points. Big toe mound, pinky toe mound, heel, center line of the heel. We've done this one before, but it's been a long time. Imagine that you're going to scrunch your toes toward your heels, but don't curl them. Just try to shorten the length of your feet. What is that doing? It's lifting, it's engaging and lifting the arches. Okay, hold that, but then release the toes. Now lift all your toes and breathe and think about it. Where do you feel this? 3 points on the feet. The knees aren't rolling out, they're not rolling in. If you look, the center of your knee, roughly the center of your feet. Hold this. Breathe. Imagine you're squeezing a block. Take the arms up. Hold if you can. Toes are lifted. Notice if you will normally tend to roll out or roll in, and then let all that go. Okay, so that same thing with this squat thing that we're going to do. As you sit back, the knees are over the ankles. So they can be slightly forward, but I don't want them over the toes. And we're going to push out with the hands. As we inhale, we're going to bring it in and out and in. You don't have to squat far, but I really want you thinking about those knees. Take it in, sit way back, way, way, way back, and in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And push. Inhale. Exhale, push. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift. And shake that out. Right? So we'll notice as those knees, the muscles around the knees stabilize, ideally, right? It's much easier to come into a squat and actually hold it. All right, last one here. Take the feet wide. Turn the toes out as if they were at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Bend the knees. Don't go low. Don't go low. And then take a look. We all have patterns of tightness or weakness or tightness or weakness, wherever it is, right? But as I'm learning again about the health of the knees, it is about this stabilization and this kind of alignment. So come into your squat. I want you to take both of your hands and press them underneath your chin. Why? Because I don't want you to do this. I want that head to stay high. So exhale. Inhale, straighten, but don't hyperextend. Exhale, keep that chin level. Find a spot in front of you to look at. Inhale. Exhale, go slow. If you are not sure what your knees are doing, drop the hands and take a look at the knees. And up. Good. Exhale. And up. This one we're going to hold, so stay low. Breathe. Press the knees out. Take a look at them. Are the toes, the feet, the knees all pretty much lining up? could I hold this? Yes, it's hard, right? We're working hard here. But then imagine the glutes getting active, right? Everything's working here. And then push up to stand. Hold right here, take the arms out, 5-pointed star, and release. Step those legs together. Well done, everybody. Shake it out. Last one, last one here. I keep saying that. And then it's not the last one. All right, so this one really simple too. All we're going to do, please be mindful of your backs, is we're going to take those hands, we're going to run them down the front of the legs, any amount. We're going to pull them back up the top. It's kind of a Qigong move. I don't do Qigong, but I really liked it from a kind of stimulus standpoint. So they go down. Notice my knees aren't locked. They got a nice bend in them. Here we go, down and back up. Take it down and up. Once again, look at the knees. Are they rolling in? Are they rolling out? Are you losing the 3 points on the feet? Up, down, and maybe lift the toes. Take it down. Inhale up. Take it down. And up. One more. Take it down. And up. And shake it out. Now maybe your legs feel alive. All right, come on up to the front of your mat. You're like, what's this got to do with yoga? Everything has to do with yoga. And yoga has to do with everything. All right, mountain pose. Knees are not locked. Think about engaging the legs. Feel the 4 or 3 points on the feet. Try to scrunch your toes. And then let go of the scrunch. Lift all your toes. Notice if you roll in or out. Ideally, the big toe mound and the inner heel are really pressing into the floor. Lower your toes, everybody. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, your hands come to your blocks. Soften the knees, step back to a lunge. And hold right here. I'm going to move this one out of the way. Again, center line of your foot. Center of the knee, center of the hip. Just want you to feel that. Your front knee and your front ankle line up in this beautiful line. The back leg is active, but I want you to soften the back knee. Once you're there and you're feeling this front hip is going to roll kind of back and down a little, like you have a big pocket full of change, like anybody has change anymore. And it just got heavy, right? Back knee is soft. By the way, you can take the blocks up higher if you want. And then just lengthen your spine. Tone the belly. Level out the hips. If you're okay here, I want you to release. If it's your left leg forward, just release the left arm forward. Nothing else to do. Back foot, back leg is active. Front leg is working hard. Release, push off, and step forward. Bend both of your knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soft knees. Hands come to your blocks. Same thing, other side. The left foot is going to step back into your normal length lunge. And then I'm going to focus on this front leg, front knee to front ankle. Maybe I'm going to try to scrunch the toes, right? Because we can lose the strength of these inner arches on the feet. I'm going to try to scrunch without scrunching. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to realign my knee, lift up the front toes. Meanwhile, the back leg is active. The back glute is active. The back knee is soft. My toes are lifted. I'm looking at my foot, looking at my knee. I'm breathing because this front leg is getting a ton of work here. And then only if you want, lift the right arm straight in front of you. Big deep breath, everybody. Hand comes back, push off, step forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to your heart. And then I just want you to do that just teeny tiny bounce. You can do the swim. Breathe. Shake out the hips. Shake out the legs. All right, come on back. Mountain pose. Shoulders are back. Low belly is toned. Taking this beautiful deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down to your blocks. Step back with the left leg or whichever leg you need to if you want to see your camera, your screen. Then come right back to that same lunge. Lift the toes, square the foot, lower the toes, maybe scrunch in those toes a little bit to activate the arch, but then let that go. Look at your knee and notice if you wobble your knee in or out, it's going to go, right? It goes in, it goes out. We want it nice and steady. Make the back hip, the right hip, make it heavy. And then look at your back foot, just turn the heel in. So warrior two, back leg is straight-ish, right? The knee can be soft. The front knee is lined up over the front hip or front ankle. Notice how this is feeling. Take your right hand to your right knee and push up, but then just take your hands to your knee or to your hips. You may lengthen your pose or not. How does it feel to go longer? Can you keep knee over ankle? The only real reason to go longer, I mean, if your knee is shooting past your ankle, you could go longer. If you have long legs, go longer. If you feel steady, back knee is active, front hip got that change in the pocket, right? So it's heavy down toward the floor and toward the back thigh. Look at the knee, lift the toes, lower the toes, scrunch the foot without scrunching the toes. Hold, take the arms out, warrior two. Notice if you're pulling forward, don't pull forward. Keep the torso right over the groin, right over the pelvis, and breathe. Now, notice if that front knee wants to roll in. If it does, imagine pressing it into a wall. Breathe. Hold. Lower the hands. Look at your blocks. Start to turn the back foot. Come back to your lunge. Push off. Step forward. Bend both knees. Take it all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Release and shake that out. Same thing, other side. I think I'll turn around. I just really don't like having my back to you for so long. All right, so you're standing up nice and tall. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Soften and step back with your right leg. Whoops. Come to a lunge first. Get all of those mechanics that we talked about in line. Notice, like on this side, my left ankle tends to want to roll in. So I've got to really press the pinky side or the outer side of my hip and foot in order to keep that inner arch from dropping. Lift all your toes. Lower the toes. Scrunch the toes in without scrunching. Lengthen your spine. Nice. And then turn the back foot in so that your heel lines up kind of roughly with the other heel. But notice if anything happened to the front knee. When you're ready, left hand to left knee, take it all the way up. Whew. And breathe. If you're leaning forward, pull the ribs in. Maybe take your hands to your hips and just look. You know, how'd you do on this side? Did the knee roll in or out, right? It's those imbalances that we find can kind of mess things up as I'm learning with this past knee injury. So I'm looking, my knees pointing kind of between my second and third toe. It's lined up over the ankle. My ribs can move in. The Front hips, back pocket is heavy. Arms come out. Press into the pinky edge of your back foot. Hold your pose. If you want to challenge yourself to go deeper, it should be fully in control. Breathe, everybody. Hold, hold, hold. Release. Look at your blocks. Start to turn your body, turn your back foot. Push off. Shake it out. Bend the knees. Come all the way up. I'm just going to turn back around. Sorry. You'll have to let me know if that really confuses you. I just hate to have my back to you. All right. So we're back to mountain pose. Same thing. First side, mountain pose. 3 points on the feet. Feel that. Lift your toes. Don't look at them this time if you can help it. Notice if you leaned out, lower the toes. Imagine scrunching the feet. Don't lock the knees. You can even let that go, but hold the integrity that you've just created. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soft knees, hands down to your blocks. Let's step back, left leg. We're right where we started. Squeeze the back glute, everything on the front foot working. Turn your back foot to the side position. Don't let the front knee follow. Keep that front knee and hip rolling back. Right hand to right knee, come on up. Find that first warrior pose. Check the knee, right? Notice even if it's a little bit wants to roll in, just see if you can hang on to that integrity. Front elbow to front thigh. Don't let it go. Extend out through the top arm. Here we are, extended side angle. Now, here, lift the front heel. Hold. I'm pushing down with my elbow. I'm lifting up with that heel. Working hard, keeping that knee aligned. Lower the heel. Both arms up. Whoop. Hold. Take the back hand down. Just let it graze your leg. I like to look down. I know it's usually taught looking up. I find that can create some dizziness. Feel your front knee. Take it out. Come back to your blocks. Turn your back toes. Push off, step forward. Holy moly. Bend the knees. Take it up. Exhale to heart. I'll stay on this side this time just so we'll just like do it both ways. Inhale, reach out. Exhale all the way down. Soft, soft, soft. Step back with your right leg. Find your lunge, everybody. Same old, same old. Lift the toes. Find the 3 points of the feet. Lower the toes. Maybe scrunch the toes in to feel that inner arch. Lift up. Just hold there. Even that by itself, you can do that during the day to work on keeping that inner arch strong. Breathe. Turn the back foot to the side position. Check your front knee. Hand to knee. We got warrior 2. Breathe. Notice. Back leg is active. Back glute is active. Not locking out the knee back there, though. Good. Front forearm to front thigh. Notice if you lean outward or inward on the front foot or if something else changes. Lift your front heel, but push down through your forearm. Breathe. Lower. Both arms come back to warrior 2. Backhand grazes your back thigh. Top arm lifts up, exalted warrior. Take it up. Woo-hoo. Cartwheel over. Turn your back foot. Push off, step forward. Shake it out, everybody. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Shake out the legs. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting there. Shake it out. Hands, bend the knees, hands to the front. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. You can actually press the heels of those hands in and up. Just one more. Down you go. And up. Shake it out. All right, we're going to do all of that one more time, and then we're going to add triangle, which also makes sense. The alignment is the same. Where it gets tricky is it's harder to keep these quads engaged once the leg is straight. So stand in a mountain pose. Just take a hand to a hip, hands to hips, put one foot forward. Come to the heel. Feel the quadriceps start to engage. See if you can lift that heel off the floor and feel, right, particularly where those attachments are in the knee. Can you feel that? If you turn the toes out, can you feel that? Right? Lower down. Same thing other side, just step forward. Come onto the heel, watch the back leg. Good, lift. Flex your foot, maybe feel the quad activate. Turn the toes out, see if you can feel the inner thigh get strong. And lower, shake that out. Come on back, let's finish this little low-ish round. Inhale up, exhale down to your blocks. Step back with the left leg, come into your lunge. Everything is the same. I shouldn't even have to say it. Toes scrunch, you feel that. Toes lift, you feel that. Knee over your ankle. Nice solid lunge. Take the right arm forward, hold. Lower that hand, turn the back foot to the side position. Warrior two stance. Look at your knee, your foot, your ankle, all that stuff. Right hand to right knee. Come on up, everybody. Warrior two, hold. Just make those micro movements. Front forearm to front thigh. Hold. Breathe. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, exalted warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Here we go. Front hand goes to front thigh. Front thigh straightens. Hold right here. Back, take that back hand to your thigh or to your hip. Good. Lift all your toes. Lower down. Scrunch the arch, right? And notice, right? Things are getting more active. Lower. I'm going to ask you to lift the toes and keep them there. That's going to help here. And then start to hinge. The hand is your guide. Go straight down. You're going to feel and see if that knee starts to wobble. You can take your hand to your block. You can take it to your thigh, above your knee if that feels better. When you're ready, you're going to press into whatever you're holding, not the knee. Open up the chest. Feel this front hip roll back. Take the arm up, triangle pose. Press through the pinky edge of your back foot. Hold here. Maybe you take the arm over the ear and breathe. Hand comes back to your hip. The front knee bends. We look to the front of our mat. We have our blocks. Turn your back foot. Step forward. Bend both knees. Take it up. Exhale to your heart. Let's go right to the second side. Up. Down you go. Step back. Right leg. Hold right here. Find all that alignment. Lift the toes. And then spread and lower. Crunch the toes in isometrically. Hold. Turn the back. Oops. Stay here just for a second. Extend through the left arm. Breathe. Lower that. Turn your back foot to the side position. Check. Knee and hip. Good. When you're ready, left hand comes to left knee. We've got Warrior two on this side. Feel this knee pressing out gently so it stays over the middle of that second, third toe. Front forearm to front thigh. Reach with the upper arm. Breathe. Keep that front hip, the back pocket of that front hip, keep it heavy. Come on up. Come on out to exalted warrior, stretching out that side body. Come back. Hands to hips, straighten the front leg, and take a look. Where is it in your body? How's it feel? Front hand goes to front thigh. Slowly start to take it down. Notice where you go. Maybe it lands at your shin and you press your shin into your hand. Maybe your hand goes to your block. And then I'm going to see if I can open ribs, open chest. Take the arm up. Breathe. Or the arm overhead. Good. Take that top arm back to your hip. Look at your foot. Bend the knee. Come on back up. Turn everything to the blocks. Turn your back foot. You're back in a lunge. Push off. Step forward. Bend the knees. Come on up. Exhale to your heart. Good. Shake it out. Woo-hoo. Shake, shake, shake. If your knees feel okay, maybe you just bend and try to bring it to your hips, your glutes. Good. Shake it out. All right. So we got one left here, mostly a standing class today. You're going to need one of your blocks. One of your blocks. And you're going to take that block to your outer hip. I actually like it even long, but you can go long or you can go short. Right to that outer hip space. And I'm pushing that baby in there. Okay. I'm on my left foot. Block is on the left hip. You can start on either side. Take the other leg back just slightly. And then bend the front knee. Again, please watch it. Watch where it goes. Push into the hip, lean forward, and just start to play with the idea of lifting the leg just a little. I want you to come down each time. And breathe. Good. All right. Take your right hand up. If your right leg's back, right hand up. I want you to bend into the front knee. Watch it. Don't let it roll. Take it forward. Push into your hip and see if you can lift the back leg. Variation of warrior three. Breathe. Push into your hip, everybody. Bend the knee, step down. Woo-hoo. And shake that out. So what just happened? We're stabilizing the hip, right? Stabilizing it so it can't roll out, the standing leg can't roll out, all that fun stuff. Finding a warrior three that might actually feel pretty good today. All right, same thing, other side, that hip, that block is on my right hip, my right foot is bent. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lift and lower. I wanna see how the standing knee, standing leg is gonna react to this. All right, and then I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna raise that left arm. I'm gonna push solid into that right hip. Lean forward, start to peel. Push into your block as you lift. Left leg, left arm. Breathe, push into your block. Not too hard, because then what will happen is what just happened. Breathe, solid foot, solid leg. And lower. Holy gamoly. Take your block. Squeeze it. Walk the feet in. Find the 3 points on the feet. It's like a long triangle, right? With the heel, I guess it would be more this way. The heel and the big toe mound and the pinky side. So while you're squeezing your block one more time, I want you to lift all those toes, spread them as wide as you can. Take a really deep breath. Let everything settle down. Lower your toes. Imagine scrunching the feet and making them shorter. Try not to, like we, used to do the washcloth thing where you would scrunch the toes, but we don't want to scrunch the toes. We want to just kind of pull them back, which is much subtler, and release that. Good. Set your blocks aside. Might use those in Shavasana, so keep them close. Find mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees as you tap the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers. Bend the knees. Just get a sense of how you're feeling. And then shorten your dog just a little bit so that your heels comfortably touch the floor. So if you can, and if there's no shortening it enough, then don't worry about it. So my heels are resting, they're not heavy, but they're on the floor. And then I want you to isometrically try to lift your toes off the floor. Woo! Yeah, right? Big stretch for the bottoms of the feet, the Achilles, the calves. Breathe. Whew, release that. Lower your knees all the way to the floor. Come on to your behinds and lower down, all the way down to the floor. You can have your strap if you would like it. You won't have to have it. You can use your hands. Ah, good. Just pause here. That was a very physical class. So I want your body to settle. Maybe you press into the thighs and shake out the hips. And maybe a couple of pelvic tilts and tucks here just to soften all that work. Whew. Good. And come back to neutral. Hands come down to your sides. Keep your left leg bent, bend your right, and hands behind the knee. Take the leg up to the ceiling. Just point and flex your foot. And really do it on purpose. Like, don't just kind of la, think about it. Really point, really flex to your ability. Give your ankle a big circle here. And circle the other way. And then a soft flex of the foot. I want you to lift the other knee. Keep it bent, but lift it so both thighs are parallel. Both thighs are next to each other. Take the hands to the inner thighs of both and open them up. So both legs are actually elevated. One is straight and one is bent. If this is too much, please don't push on your legs. It really is just a guide. But if it's too much, the hands will go underneath just to take the weight. Your pelvis is neutral. The inner legs are getting a stretch. Your lower belly has some tone to it, just to keep everything nice and stable. And then hands go to the outer knees. Push them in. Keep them elevated. One knee bent, one leg straight. So it's kind of a weird little thingy. Weird little thingy. And then bend the right. So now you're in an elevated cow face legs, right? The heels move away from each other. Don't use your hands here. Push the heels away from each other. So you're trying to make that space more, and then squeeze your thighs. And release. Release the knees, both knees to chest. Both feet to the floor. Left knee comes toward chest. The hands come behind the left knee. And point, flex, point, flex. Yep, few more points. And then big circles with those ankles. I cannot stress to you the importance of keeping mobility in those ankles for as much as we can. And then a soft flex, lift your other leg, but keep the knee bent so that the thighs are even with each other. Hands go to the inner knees as we open up the thighs. The pelvis stays neutral. I'm not leaning one way or the other. Whew, right, there's a big old stretch happening in the inner thighs. I'm so close to the wall. I can't get there. Good, breathe. That's better. Just notice, no strain. Breathe. Please don't push out on your knees, even if you're super flexible here. Good. Hands go to the outer knees. We're going to crisscross, but one still stays bent, one still stays pretty straight. Hold right here. Whew. And then bend that knee. Keep the knees roughly 90-ish degrees and pull the heels away from each other and squeeze the knees and thighs into each other. Ooh, yeah. And release everybody and shake that out. Good. Let's grab our blocks. Let's come into a super, super easy supine Baddha Konasana restorative pose so that the knees, the thighs are fully supported here. Lengthen through your tailbone, level out your torso. Soles of the feet touch, the palms go face up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So we breathe in, we breathe out, and we determine that we will do the best that we can do every day. We won't give up on ourselves. We won't worry so much. We will just do our best, whatever that is for that day. Feel your legs melting into your blocks. Feel your breath start to soften. And then your choice here is to stay here because it just feels so lovely and you want to have that for a little bit longer, or to put your hands on your blocks, bring the knees together, set those blocks underneath the back of your thighs, and straighten the legs over those blocks. I like this so much because the pelvis rests on the floor and the knees stay soft here so that we don't put any strain in the knees. Allow the legs to fully relax onto your blocks. Relax your jaw, soften your belly. For those of you ready, just bend the knees and allow your feet to come to the floor. Pause here for just a moment and feel those 3 points of the feet, the center back of the heel and the inner and outer sides of the foot. Just notice. And then bend one knee to the chest, bend the other knee to the chest. Rock side to side. Allow the knees to roll over to one side. Pausing here for just a moment. And then as you're ready, coming up all the way. Coming to a seated pose, maybe coming back to that alternate seating position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart, to both our inner and outer strength and resolve, all with love. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.